Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you, too!
Hello, everyone.
What up, everybody? Fuck you! Happy Friday morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing well. You guys ready for the LA City Council today? You guys ready? Let's go! It is live. It's good to see each and every one of you guys. Happy Friday. What's up, Sky Forge? What's up, Sav? What up, Dirt Fan? Yeah. What up, Thee? You're high as a giraffe's ass? Not me. I'm waking up from the high. It's a long night last night. I was at the Forum, watching my buddies play at the Forum last night. Shout out to my bros, the Deftones. Beautiful show. Great to see each and every one of you guys. Much love to all of you. You know I love you guys. Shout out to Deftones. Deftones.com. Go get your tickets. They're pretty much done with the West Coast. So if you're on the West Coast, you're kind of effed out for now. But shit, tonight in Las Vegas, if you're in Las Vegas, they're playing. Night after that, it's Phoenix. You know, then they're on to Albuquerque, I think, then Texas. They'll be in Dallas, San Antonio, Houston. So, shit, yeah. Go out and support my boys. Yeah, had a good time last night. And I have to say, before I forget, shout out to Big Tony. Tony was a security guard. He was at his post, and me and all my friends were walking outside to go smoke joints. And he sees the smoke and scan sweater, but doesn't recognize me. He points to the sweater and goes, "Oh, shit, yeah, smoke and scan. Oh, shit, you're the real smoke and scan." I said, "Yeah, that's me, man." It's like, "Man, I love your show." So, yeah, man, it was nice to see you, Big T. Thank you so much for coming up, giving me a pound, and you know, thanks for asking for the picture. I'm glad you did. I'm glad we got to take a picture together, and yeah, man, I enjoy it. Like I said yesterday, I appreciate your support, Big T, and hopefully you come hang out with us tonight if you don't have work. So, you know, a pound. I know you're gay and all that, Hemorrhoid. Don't worry, your month is coming up, but this is what a pound is. So there you go. I am not famous, but every once in a while people do recognize me from the show. So it was nice to what do you call it? See somebody out there that enjoys the show. You know what I mean? So shit yeah, man. Shit yeah, it was fun times. Smoked a bunch of joints, smoked like 7 joints. Had a good time, hung out with my friends. You know, LA is always a spectacle. You know, it's a crazy show always, because you have your management, you have your record label, you have all your friends and family usually, because a lot of the bands are here on the West Coast, whether they're from the West Coast or they now reside here because of the music scene. So, you know, LA always gets kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Always. But it was fun, man. Famous to you guys? Yes. But yeah, it was good times. You know, I always enjoy you know, hanging out with the friends. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. You're not chopped liver, not by any means, Brandy. Nobody's chopped liver. And I got to tell you, it was an exciting night. At the end of the show, we're listening. We're outside. I'm like, is a band playing? The hell? We know they're done. They already finished. Their shit's getting loaded out the ramp. So we go walking up the ramp, and there's these kids in a U-Haul. They went across the street and pulled up in a U-Haul, opened the back of the U-Haul, and they're all in there with their instruments playing in the U-Haul. Don't know the name of the band, but I got to tell you, it was at least 100, if not a few more people. You know? At least 100 folks sitting there watching them. It was like a little punk band. It's fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome, man. So the things you see in LA, the fun stuff, I appreciate it. Does that girl still come to sing to Kevin Deal? Oh, yeah. Stacy's there. She's not there to sing to Kevin. Kevin's gone now. Kevin's lost his seat to this other chick who's, falling asleep during the meetings, and an idiot who hates cops and all that other stuff. She's a moron. So yeah. But yeah, Stacy's there. She was there just the other day. I don't ever seem to win the contest. But, yeah, she sang In Sync last time. Got your bong loaded? I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. I cleaned out the grinder, so I'm just waiting for it to dry. It's just about dry here. So now it's nice and smooth. Nice smooth. Yeah, U-Haul band, man. Sergio, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. We love 3-inch shrimp, Nirvana. Thank you so much for the dono. Shout out to 3-inch shrimp. Oh, let me turn those on. Where are they? There it is. Thank you again, Nirvana. Appreciate you. What's up, Steven? How are you? What's up, Joe? Grady? No, they pushed Grady's back to like fucking March 14th or something like that. Something like that. So it's supposed to be in this coming week, I guess. It was supposed to be last month, but then he got pushed back again. So yeah, that's where things are at. That's hilarious. They put a disclaimer. Haha. I've never noticed this. What disclaimer are they putting up? You mean on my show? Jesus. They are, Kenneth, but they're really worth it. You know, your lungs are worth it, man. And like I said, as soon as you start hitting that, you'll go back. Like, my voice right now feels funny to me because I was smoking joints all night. You know, I feel like my voice is sore. You know. It's unfortunate, Glaze. It's unfortunate. But, yeah, I'm just saying, like, you know, hold on, are these fools fighting? These two idiots have been going back and forth, these two. These two guys, keep an eye. I mean, since they're not playing yet, guessing this dude's drunk and he's fucking around and the guard don't want him and he's a foot taller than the guard. So he's trying to manhandle him, push his big belly on him. Look at him. What did he just grab? His dick? He just grabbed his dick? Like, what are they doing? They grabbing each other and shit? So, man, I want to let you know that's all fucking battery here in this country. $700, Damon, is a lot. It is. I'm not saying it isn't. It is. You know what? And also, what I want to explain to you is, when you do have the money for it, I would wait for a sale. You know what I mean? I mean, what's the next biggest holiday that we have coming up? 420? I guarantee you, for 420, they'll be on sale. Guaranteed. They'll drop it $100 at least. So save your money till 420, and hopefully you have enough then. Or, you know, maybe like 4th of July, they do 4th of July sales. So that's what I truly do. No bullshit. And remember, you don't have to get the hybrid. You can get the other version. Just doesn't have digital, you know, and you can still kind of dab with it. Just put the dab on top of the weed kind of thing. So, yeah. I just think that's what I would do. Because the difference between the hybrid and the standard version isn't much, you know, out of the box. And it's $200 difference in price. So, yeah. 420 is on Easter. Yeah, there you go. So, get an Easter 420 sale. It's $1,400. I don't know. If you're buying two of them, it's $1,400. There we go, guys. They're not. They're $700 max.
Good morning. Welcome to the meeting of your Los Angeles
Hey, the
City
sound's
Council.
working today.
Friday, March 7th. We're going to take public comment in person
hybrid,
in the council chambers for today's meeting. Let's get this meeting started by calling the roll.
Call a roll. Look who's here. Just in time for the roll. All right, buddy.
McCosker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 10 members present in a quorum, Mr. President.
Great. First order of business.
Approval of the minutes of March 5th, 2025.
Great. Councilmember Hutt moves. Councilmember Hernandez seconds. Next.
Yeah, Daniel, if you're watching, I don't play the music because I get you copyright strikes.
Yaroslavsky moves. Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez.
That's what they want me to do. They want me to fuck me over.
Let's run through the agenda.
Mr. President, would
Ron,
council like all items
they are bulletproof.
Okay,
I know people that have had them for 30 years and they're still
Mr.
working.
President, there is a
It's
request
German.
to continue item 6
Most
to
German
Friday,
products
March
are made
14th,
well.
2025.
Okay, without objection, that will be the order. Next.
You know, they've been around
Items
a long
1
time.
through 9 are items noticed for public hearing. The Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety recommends
Sleazy's
to
out back.
confirm the lien for item 7 and to receive and file the liens for items 4 and 8 in as much as the liens are rescinded. The department also recommends to continue items 1, 2, 3, and 5 to April 1st, 2025, and to continue item 9 to May 6, 2025. Items 10 through
What's
16
up, Archie?
are items
Just
for
in
which
time.
public hearings have been held. The Housing and Homelessness Committee report for item 16 has been submitted and is available online in council file number 20-1524-S7.
Yeah,
Item
you do.
17
You
on
walk
the
by and they
continuation
whip you.
agenda is an item
They think
noticed
that's
for
how they're
public
going to
hearing.
get you in.
No action will
And
be
half of
taken
the
on
dudes that
item
are whipping you
18
are
on the
men.
continuation agenda, in as much as the matter will be considered during
The other half
special
are the
meeting
ladies.
as item 19.
Just saying, this chick right here,
Without objections, those
there's no
items
way
are
that's a
before
woman.
us with the exception
This
of
is
item
no way.
18.
No way that's a woman right there.
What's next?
That's
Mr.
a
President,
man.
would council like to recess
That's
the
a
regular
man with a
meeting
whip.
and convene the special meeting?
She
Okay,
seems
let's
to me
recess the
more
regular
like a
meeting,
woman.
convene the special
This
meeting.
is definitely like a
Clerk, could
dude.
you please read the roll? 1 second.
Without
Mr.
a
Lee,
doubt.
For what purpose do you rise?
I'd just like to call a couple items special.
Without a doubt.
Item number 7, I have a motion to waive the late fees and interest and confirm the remaining lien balance, if I can get a second on that. And also on item number 17, seeing as the applicant has withdrawn their application, a motion to receive and file this item.
Okay, without objection, received and filed.
Is there a second to this motion?
It's been properly moved and seconded. Okay.
Mr. President, I will call the roll for the special meeting.
Okay.
Well, it is
Greenfield,
Thailand. You do have,
Herstausen, Hernandez,
you know,
Hutt, Jurado,
a lot of
Lee,
lady boys
McOsker,
out there.
Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez,
as they refer to
Yaroslavsky.
themselves.
11 members present and
Lady
quorum, Mr. President.
boy.
Great. Colleagues, if I could direct your attention to the special
means
meeting
a man in a
agenda.
dress.
Let's run through the special meeting agenda.
Item 19 is an item for which public hearing has not been held. A city attorney report and revised draft ordinance dated March 6,
Their hands usually
2025
get
will be
away? Yeah.
distributed and posted on
Her
the
hands
bulletin
look
board.
big. It's
Okay, without objection, that
her
item is
face
before
gives
us.
it away.
Do any members wish to call this item special?
And her body, or
Seeing-
his body. Yes, is the name they
Okay.
use. Yes.
And Mr. President, to clarify the recommendation for item 19, the recommendation is to adopt the environmental determination as noted in the council agenda. Adopt item B, amending motion 20A, Jurado, Bloomfield, Soto Martinez. And to adopt item C, which is a communication from the city attorney and ordinance first consideration dated March 6, 2025.
This thing's being a weirdo.
Okay. Thank you. So now we'll move on to public comment for item 19 on the special agenda. We'll take this in person. Mr. City Attorney, would you please explain the
That's
rules to
crazy,
the members of the
Brandon.
public in the chamber wishing to speak?
Yes, so I understand that members of the public, there's a lot going on here. So let's just to clarify, this is the special meeting to discuss item number 19 only.
Okay.
Council will then go back into the regular meeting. So if you are here for a presentation, or if you are here for public comment on any other item or general public comment, that will be during the regular meeting.
So we have two meetings.
During this meeting, we are
Just
taking
one
public
item.
comment on item 19 only,
Okay.
as amended. As the clerk announced, the
My feet
revised
bleed.
ordinance
No.
is posted on the board. That's on your right-hand side of the council chambers, as well as the revised report.
Just waiting for
So if you
Stinks
would
to
like
sit
to
down. He's
speak
right
to
here.
item 19 as amended only, please make sure you sign up. You have
okay.
1 minute for that item only. If you're here for any other public comment, you'll need to wait until we're back in the regular meeting.
Hi. Hi.
Okay. Could
What are
call
you
the
doing?
who's ever on the queue.
What you doing?
I will now call names for item 19. David Kashayan, Donald Harlan, Randy Orton, Angela B.
Randy Orton, a wrestler. That's awesome. Dude, please let Donald Harlan be in there. That's so awesome if he's there.
Good morning, Counselor.
Good morning.
Just want
Hopefully
to say
Kat's
the
here.
City Clerk's office made sure I had my braille for the special meeting, and I really appreciated that. So thank you very much.
love
And
you.
also, Simi Park's here. Can you get rid of that piece of
So
trash
this
out of
is,
here?
so Speaker, you know the rules. Respectfully, this is not general public
Oh, I
comment.
can't
So
speak
you
about
stick
piece
to
of
the
trash,
items.
Simi Park right there that likes child molesters?
Not during this item,
to the
no.
item.
Okay,
Whoop.
thank you.
Oop, likes child molesters. Oops.
Anyone else here for-
Oops. In front of the kids. The kids are right here too.
Hi, I'm Angela Bai, and I'm here for item 19.
Go ahead, you have 1 minute.
Braille man's awesome.
Council members, good morning. My name is Angela Bai. I'm a resident in Council District 14, as well as a research and policy analyst at Los Angeles Alliance for a New Economy. I'm supporting our coalition partners in the Los Angeles for Resilient and Healthy Homes Coalition on item 19. So asking to please support the interim control ordinance with amendments. Tenant protections are essential for people to build stable lives and communities. We appreciate City
know what
Council's
Stink's
commitment to
doing right now.
protecting tenants by voting to close this loophole, closing it now for tenants currently
love you. You
with
missed me all day
eviction
yesterday.
cases, and making sure that the tenants are protected immediately and permanently. Thank you particularly to Councilmember Blumenfield for your leadership on this issue already, as well as Councilmember Jurado for the amendments. So urging you to vote yes on 19. Thank you.
Baby cat. Just such a weird baby. Why are you sitting like this? All the years of the show, you've never sat like this before.
Morning, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. David Gaishan, Apartment Association of Greater Los Angeles. This substantial remodel will force renters to live in dangerous conditions and tie the hands of responsible owners, prohibiting them from making needed major system repairs and removing hazardous materials. This ordinance is a result of a witch hunt by extremists that want to force mom-and-pop owners out of business. LAHD's data clearly shows that the claimed wave of rent evictions is a complete hoax, with less than 100 substantial remodels occurring over the past 2 years. It is shocking that the City Council would rather lead to false conclusions of guilt based on unverified stories than to acknowledge plain facts as presented by city staff. We strongly urge a no vote on this outrageous moratorium that once again rips the rug out from under housing providers and shows the city to be unreliable and openly hostile to them. Thank you.
I love you. What's up, Bart?
Morning, Mr. President.
Oh, the great panderer, everybody.
Under my 7 names, I'm here for public comment. Item 19.
Ow, ow.
1 minute, go ahead.
All of a sudden,
Thank
you're
you.
mean.
You know, I was watching the city council on Wednesday, and I hope I get to speak during the regular meeting.
Ow.
And I saw cowardness here. I saw this council
Why you
fail a good public servant.
So, Mr. Candido,
Because none
this
of
is
you,
Mr. Candido.
except for Ms.
Mr. Candido, if you do not
Talking
stop,
about the fire chief.
this is your first and only formal warning. Hold his time. Mr. Candido,
you've gotta stay on the
do
item,
not
sir.
disrupt this meeting. This is not on topic. I am trying to give you instructions. Your time is paused. You know the rules just as well as everyone else. So you are welcome to speak during general public comment during the regular meeting on this. But this is, as you heard, Mr. Candido, this is your last warning. Do not interrupt.
Thank you.
What's
Next
up, neighbor
speaker.
guy?
Okay, there are no additional speakers?
Ah, lob
Is
him.
that right?
So, Mr. Candido, you've already been warned. Mr. Chair, he is eligible for removal from the
Big
special meeting if you
baby.
would like.
Look at him biting daddies.
I will
Why you
not
biting
call
Papa?
more names for item 19. Ignacio Cortez, Lourdes Mata, Erica Hernandez, Laura Matter,
3-inch shrimp.
Chris Estrada.
There's 3-inch. Is he Ignacio? Ow. Big baby cat. Ow. 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 Don't bite so bad. Ow. Why are you biting so big? What did Daddy do besides getting long and kisses? Oh, there's Herman. He just walked in.
Speaker.
And Spindler. And 3-inch shrimps back there. Braille guy. Who else? Remember, we hold everybody twice. If they decide to
Good
talk
morning.
on this item too.
Sorry, you here for item number 19. You have 1 minute, and feel free to move the microphone if you need to.
Love bites.
Buenos días.
Should hurt.
Mi nombre es Lourdes.
Hi,
He
Lourdes.
vivido en mi casa en Mohawk Creek durante más de 35 años.
Hello, my name is Lourdes, and I have lived in my house in Mohawk Street for more than 35 years.
donde mi esposo y yo hemos criado nuestra familia.
where my husband and I have raised our family.
So, Fireman Tim, thank you so much for the sub.
Actualmente nos
For
enfrentamos
16 months, thank
a
you.
nuestra tercera ronda de desalojos por remodelación sustancial.
Currently, we're facing our third round of evictions due to substantial remodeling.
She was there yesterday,
Debido a la
or 2
falta de
days ago,
urgencia del abogado de
M200.
la ciudad,
Because of the lack of urgency on the side of the city attorney,
le insisto a votar sí para poner fin a los desalojos por remodelación sustancial de inmediato.
I'm urging you to immediately vote yes to put a stop to evictions due to substantial remodeling,
Con enmiendas para aplicar estas protecciones a los casos pendientes
with the amendment to extend these protections to pending cases,
y para ampliar la ordenanza provisional hasta agosto.
and to amplify the provisional ordinance till August.
Gracias por escucharnos. Que Dios les bendiga y bendiga a sus familias.
Thank you for listening to me. May God bless you and your families.
Sí se puede. Who said that? Was that Herman? Sí se puede.
Good morning. You have 1 minute for the item. Go ahead.
Fucking Herman, dude. Had to
Hello,
be
my
him.
name is Ignacio Carrillo.
There's Ignacio. What's up, Nacho?
And I've been living in the address in Boyle Heights for 17 years, and in that same block for over 40 years. And my landlord is not a mom and pop. He's a real estate company. He was bragging to me that he has over 10 houses. And I already got the 60-day notice, and I'm hoping you guys can vote yes, and also the amendment for people like me that I'm already going to go to court. And I really need your guys' help. My daughter, 17 years old, she was crying and told me,
Thank you,
"Are we
Garrett."
gonna have to move that because they're only offering us 1 month's rent, which is not enough to get another home. So I really need your guys' help. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Garrett, and happy birthday to Bryce. Bryce, if you're watching, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you thing from another world, you.
Happy birthday!
Happy
morning.
birthday.
Happy birthday!
My name
Happy
is
birthday,
Erica
Bryce.
Hernandez. I'm speaking on agenda number 19. My family has lived in Echo Park in the same apartment on Mohawk Street since the 1980s.
Mohawk?
They are currently facing their third eviction round for substantial
Sounds racist.
remodeling due to the lack of action from the city attorney. It's been 4 months since the full city council voted unanimously to end run evictions with an urgency. I urge you to vote yes on the promised written ordinance for our city with an extended deadline, and I
Hi, Seth.
encourage you to add protections for those in need. This situation is impacting elderly people and children who lack resources to defend themselves if they are evicted. Please vote yes on agenda number 19. Thank you.
All right, let me get my first bag going here. And remember, guys, this is just for agenda 19. Everybody you see can come back again for the rest of the meeting, just so you know.
My name is Laura Matter. I'm an attorney at Intercity Law Center. I'm urging you to vote yes on number 19. Tenants should not risk eviction on a basis that the council voted unanimously to eliminate back in October. These are not hypothetical situations. These are real cases happening in court right now. And this is a provision that investors use to flip properties, and it goes against the purpose of the Just Cause Ordinance, which was to prohibit arbitrary evictions. This provision essentially allows arbitrary evictions, and the council already voted to eliminate it. Thank you.
All right.
I would like to call more names for item 19. Lucrecia Munoz, Marta Carrillo, Philip Meyer, Grace Hutt, Stefano Medina.
Hi, my name is Chris Estrada, and I'm an organizer with LACLA.
LACLA.
Rent eviction is used for one purpose and one purpose only. It's used to flip rental units with long-term tenants and replace them with new tenants at a much higher rent. These renovations are never anything but cosmetic, designed to attract tenants who can pay much higher than the POC tenants who have lived there for their entire lives.
God forbid
It's so
they keep the
important that we
property
pass this
value up.
ordinance
God
today,
forbid.
And that we include both the amendments to extend the time period and to apply it to pending cases. You've seen tenants here today who have pending cases who are facing homelessness if those amendments are included. Your vote today determines whether they keep their homes or end up on the streets. We're asking you to make the right choice. Thank you.
See how liberals are? They want to tell you how to run your fucking business. Does he go into McDonald's and say, hey, Mickey D's, your sandwiches are more than they were last year. What's going on? I'm going to need you to lower those. Bet he doesn't.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yay!
Viewer discretion is
So
advised.
let's see here. A motion to fuck. Who are we fucking today?
Look at the kids. Look at the kids in the front row.
Today. That's it, right?
Look at the kids.
Is that what we're going to do, Bob? Today's victim is the landlords. Tomorrow, the business owners. So let's see here. Little tiny Isabel Gerardo.
God damn it.
Wants to remove exemptions and all this shit.
Sorry, guys.
So, I mean, Bob, can I get an apartment and not ever pay rent? That's all I want to do, Bob. I want to smoke fentanyl all week and live for free in a $4,000 apartment without paying for it. Can you help me do that, Bob? I'll be your friend.
I'll be
So,
your
finally,
friend.
I want to say, fuck the city council.
That's right.
Lay off the helium. Next speaker.
Lay off the helium. That was his little comeback.
Hi,
You're awesome,
Philip
Blob.
Meyer, a resident of Council District 13. I want to thank the council for passing the substantial remodel ordinance back in October, whatever that was. I was here talking to H&H 2 weeks ago, or whenever that was, where we had the housing department and the city attorney sitting here and not able to give any kind of explanation for why there had been such a delay writing that ordinance.
Smoke.
Now, dozens of people have had to spend many hours of their time trying to figure out what to do about the fact that the city agencies simply can't pull it together to write the ordinance. It's really unfortunate that that all the staffers, all the people here, all the people waiting to talk about other issues have to sit here to deal with the delaying of a thing simply because our agencies can't do this work, and we don't really have an explanation for why that is. So this is a no-brainer. Obviously, you all passed this already.
dumb and lazy?
We want it to happen. We should extend the interim control ordinance so that people don't get evicted and the will of the council is carried through. But what is going on within these agencies? It's bad for
Speaker,
public
your
trust.
time has expired. Next speaker.
Hi, good morning. My
So
name
is
is
being
Grace
nosy,
Hutt.
Buck
I'm here
Nasty.
to express my strong support for agenda item 19. There's absolutely no reason for tenants to be evicted for renovation work. City Council already recognized this as a harmful and completely unnecessary basis for eviction in the early 2000s when it created the tenant habitability program for rent-stabilized tenants. And stopping these evictions was a non-controversial issue that Council unanimously voted to support in October. So I urge you to vote unanimously in favor of the ICO today. I also want to address the outrageous claim from the Apartment Association that stories of these evictions are unsubstantiated. It's offensive to the tenants that are facing these evictions right now, who are here today fighting for the ability to stay in their homes and the communities that they've lived in for decades. Please also amend the ICO to ensure no lapses in protections and apply the protections to tenants with pending eviction cases. These are the very tenants that this policy was intended to protect. Please vote yes on 19. Thank you.
I will now call the last names for item 19. Chelsea Kirk, Phoebe Yu, Johnny Sims, Maria Mata, Ignacio Carrillo, Marta Carrillo, Erica Mata.
Johnny Sims is back, whoever that is. Forgot to look
Good morning,
him up.
council members. My name is Stefano Medina. I'm an eviction defense attorney. I'm here to speak on item number 19. First of all, thank you to all of the council offices that are moving this motion forward. Council offices 3, 13, and 14. As an attorney, I just want this body to know how unique and unprecedented and rare and weird and atypical the interim control ordinance that the city attorney put out on this item was. I've won in front of courts all across the county for years the argument that a new tenant protection applies to all eviction cases that have not been rendered into a final judgment. That is settled law, ladies and gentlemen. I win that argument several times a year. And yet the city attorney, despite this council's wishes, created a carve-out, arguing and scaring this body into thinking that somehow this protection would be retroactive, or that landlords needed some protection if they had already taken steps. That would be a gross departure from how tenant protections have been legislated in the past.
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker. Good morning.
Good morning, my name is Lucrecia Muñoz.
Vengo por desalojo. Tengo 17 años viviendo, perdón, en Boyle Heights.
I've lived 17 years in Boyle Heights. I'm here to talk about eviction.
Tenemos mucho acoso. Ya nos dieron el último. Somos más personas de la tercera edad. Y cada día se nos está siendo más difícil.
We've been harassed greatly.
Sobre todo las rentas que están muy altas. Yo dependo de mi seguro social.
Señora,
solamente soy sola.
Señora, necesito que pause entre sus frases para poder traducir. ¿Podría comenzar un poquito más desde atrás?
Ok.
Gracias.
Le digo que tengo 17 años viviendo en Boyle Heights.
I've lived in Boyle Heights for 17 years.
Soy sola, yo dependo de mi seguro social.
I live alone and I depend on my social
las rentas
security.
están muy altas, tengo
And now the
solamente,
rent is too high.
tenemos para tres meses más.
We just have
y
enough
nos
for 3
quieren
more months,
desalojar.
and they want to evict us.
Casi todas somos de la tercera edad y
Almost all of us are elderly.
tenemos solamente, como les digo, solamente dependemos del seguro social para salirnos de ahí.
We just depend on Social Security.
Es difícil porque las rentas están altísimas.
And it's so
¿Dónde
difficult
vamos a ir?
because
¿A la calle?
the rent is so high. Where are we supposed to go? The street?
Solamente nos alcanza la renta y lo demás, como podemos, sobrevivimos.
With what we have, we can only pay the rent, and with the little that is left, we just survive.
No sé qué va a pasar con nosotras.
I don't know what's going to happen to us.
Si vamos a ir a la calle, los apartamentos del gobierno es difícil.
Are we going to end up on the streets? It's hard to get into
No
a
tenemos
government apartment.
mucho de dónde escoger. ¿Qué vamos a hacer?
We don't have a lot to pick from in terms
Soy
of what we're
sola.
going to do.
Mm.
I'm alone.
Who wrote
Disculpe,
this?
es que me emociono.
I'm sorry, I get emotional.
Ujú.
Who wrote?
Todavía tenemos una audiencia con el dueño y no nos da mucha esperanza.
We still have one more meeting with the owner, but we don't have much hope.
Somebody wrote a headline: "Deadly shooting. Authorities are for answers." Authorities are for answers after a businessman was shot to death in a park in Cerritos.
1 minute.
Authorities are for answers. Are they looking for answers?
Good morning, my name is Marta Carillo and I live in Boyle Heights.
Ahí tengo una
I gotta
demanda de
screenshot that to Daniel Gus.
desalojo por remodelación y quisiera que votaran para que no los sacaran.
And we've already gotten an eviction notice due to substantial remodeling, and we're hoping that we won't get evicted.
Mi familia ha estado muy estresada por la situación que estamos pasando.
My family is very stressed due to the situation that we're living through.
Las rentas están muy altas y no podemos pagar mucho más de lo que estamos pagando ahorita.
The rents are so high and we can't really pay much more than we're paying at the moment.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Chelsea Kirk. I'm a policy director at SAGE. Please vote for the draft interim control ordinance to temporarily pause rent evictions until a permanent ordinance is adopted. There are tenants here today who will be evicted if this does not pass as amended. Please also, I urge you to vote for the amendment introduced by Council members Blumenfield, Jurado, and Soto Martinez, so this can apply to existing cases. There's a group of tenants here today that have been fighting their cases for 2 years now. Their third eviction was filed in November, right after the council unanimously adopted the motion to draft an ICO, and now they are exposed to eviction yet again. It is their stories that inspired this motion to begin with, and so we absolutely cannot risk exposing them to eviction. Please, I urge you, all council members here today, vote for this amendment. Thank you.
Said vote for it, because I said so.
Hi, council members.
Batman's there. He's just
I'm
not
an
dressed as
organizer with
Batman.
The Los Angeles
He's
Tenants Union.
Bruce Wayne
and in
today.
October, most of you were part of a unanimous vote to pass the ordinance banning substantial remodel evictions. That urgency
He's Bruce
clause,
Wang.
Was not taken seriously by the city attorney, Heidi Feldstein Soto, whose office dragged their feet for months, allowing landlords to continue
The
to
Raggedy
abuse
Ann.
this loophole in the Just Cause ordinance. One such landlord, Ariel Isaacson, who is none of your constituents,
For sure, Hammy.
filed a third round of unlawful detainers against elderly tenants at Mohawk Street. And I just want to emphasize that if you don't pass the ordinance today with the amendments that have been introduced, there are people in this room, people here
Thank you,
today,
bass player.
people who took time out of their busy lives and work schedules to be here who will get evicted. And those are your constituents that you need to protect with your yes vote on item number 19 today.
Thanks, bass player. Yeah. Everybody's rent burdened here. And apparently they've never heard of I can't afford it, so I either don't eat it or I just move. They all have the same
Hello?
haircut? Bro, what's going on? Is this all in solidarity?
Hi, my name is Lupita. I'm here to speak on agenda item number 19, and I'm here with the Mohawk Street Tenant Association, who have court dates next week for their third round of substantial remodel evictions. Despite the fact that multiple judges have ruled in their favor, these tenants who are working class and elderly and intergenerational families have to continue to go to court, go through the bureaucracy of court dates and forms because the landlord hopes to get them out to increase the rent. These evictions were filed during the 4 months that it took for the city attorney to draft the so-called urgency ordinance. I urge you today to take that urgency required back on. It was mandated by your council unanimously. Please vote yes on agenda item number 19 with amendments to apply protections to existing cases and expand the ordinance beyond June. Thank you so much.
And before the next speaker begins, I just want to let everybody know, it looks like some of our guests for the presentation are already familiar with the next speaker. But I suspect that we might hear some things that are
Viewer discretion is
offensive,
advised.
to say the least. Please understand that, Mr. Herman, your public comment period has not started. So do not disrupt the instructions and the notice that I'm trying to give
There's
the public.
kids in the
This is your
room.
First and only warning during the special meeting. So you may hear things that are offensive. We appreciate everybody's patience. That does not mean that this body, this city, or any individual member agrees with those things.
Oh, he's
But the
dropping
First
bombs.
Amendment requires that we allow them to speak during public comment, in this case on item number 19. So thank you for bearing with us. Speaker, you have 1 minute for the item, and to be clear, that is item number 19. Go ahead.
Thank you, motherfucker, for the prior impermissible restraints on my free speech.
He's got a doll,
But
too.
we already know that
Charlie
when
Brown.
I was in Boyle Heights for 15 fucking years paying rent, and the fucking pigs up there, LAPD, arrested me that evening on the basis of false charges that I was making they call that threats. Well, that's not a threat, you fucking bitch. It's my First Amendment of free speech. And so when the LA made me homeless, I had to do my drug sales on the streets, and it's very difficult because it's very cold. But again, Jonathan Grote, prior to your restraints on my First Amendment, fuck you. fuck the DA, and fuck
So,
the
not on the
police.
agenda. This is your only warning. You're welcome to say those things to me during general public comment if you'd like.
Fuck you.
Oh man, there he is.
Mr. President, that concludes public
Mr.
comment
Herman.
on item
Remember,
number
we're going to hear
19.
everybody again.
Okay, great.
They all have
we're
to
gonna
come
move
back.
the presentations to the special meeting, so we'll continue the special meeting, and I'd like to turn over to Mr. McCosker for the first presentation.
Get these kids out of here quick. That's what that means. Oh, get the kids out of here quick, man. Get them the fuck out of here. We got a round of these guys coming back.
Thank you, members.
Charlie is based. Wonder if Snoopy is too. Knott's Berry
Group of
Farm
young
based.
women who I think deserve 3 credit hours for civics and maybe a couple of credit hours for
That's why it
circus
doesn't pop
management,
like Disneyland.
Sitting through some of our public participation.
Banning high school, huh? Okay.
I saw they had their phones on.
Girls flag
Do
football.
as we say, not as we do sometimes, right? So, members, we have the Banning Lady Pilots Championship flag football team here with us today.
Hopefully there's no boys playing.
Can we see? Can we see?
Hopefully
So
they're all
the
just
Banning Lady
girls.
Pilots had their inaugural season this year, their first season as flag football team in the city section CIF, and they had a fantastic season. They only lost 4 games all season, and interestingly enough, they lost 3 games to
But they only
one
played
team,
8.
the same team 3 times. And one of those games was on the Coliseum floor. I got a chance to see them play there. And this is a team that would not be deterred because they got into the Open Division Championships out of the Marine League, right? The Marine League, the greatest league of all. City section. What did I say? LA City section. But they came out of the Marine League. Yeah. And in the championship game, they faced that team that they had lost to 3 times in that championship game. And they went down 12-0 early. I was at another event, and I was with some Wilmington families, and we were following it from our friends who were there at the stadium. Down 12-0, and our quarterback, trying to get a first down late in the game, she pitches the ball to Chooch, right? She pitches the ball to Chooch. And instead of getting a first down, she took it to the house and got a touchdown. Now we're down by 6.
Old Chooch. Shout out to Chooch.
2 minutes to go in the game. 2 minutes to go.
There's
Down by
Richard
6.
Serrano in the corner.
We stop him about the 3-yard line. And now our quarterback has to put together literally the 2-minute drill, and she throws a touchdown pass, and it takes the full 2 minutes. And with the clock winding down,
To go 3
she
yards?
throws a touchdown pass to Mel to tie the game.
I'm calling
Mel.
bullshit.
Let's hear from Mel. And
They were
Chooch.
3 yards out, and it took them 2 minutes to score.
And now we're in overtime. And just to make it exciting, they missed the extra point. I think they did that on purpose to give all of us a heart attack.
Yeah.
And then in the
Thanks,
overtime
kicker.
in the overtime moments, the aforementioned Chooch actually intercepts a football that bounced off of another player. You know, we don't laugh at that. It happens sometimes. And Chooch intercepted
We
the
don't
ball
laugh at that.
and puts a knee down, win the game, and the Lady Pilots are champions.
Fucking Chooch. It was all Chooch, apparently. Who's Chooch?
In
Which
their
one's
first
Chooch?
in their first ever season. I mean, these are accomplished athletes. It was their first season because this is a new sport in the CIF. So we have young women here who play basketball, who play softball, who play football, who play everything.
Where's Chooch?
And we're going to see a lot of them because they got a couple more championships that have come around, and we're going to get a couple more, right?
Chooch better get her
So
own
among these
plaque.
star athletes, we have Alina Argueta, who we're going to hear from in a minute.
Is that
right,
Chooch?
Alina? Our quarterback and the point guard of our basketball team, and I think a shortstop on the softball team. Everywhere. We have Kali Sue, who is also all city. Where's Kali? All city. Cali. So Alina and Cali were all city. And then Adelaida, Ibanez, Eddie, the aforementioned Chooch, MVP. Where's Chooch? Chooch is right here. So we got a couple of special guests. We're going to say a few words. We're going to be joined by assistant coach Kafi Sue. Kifi. Oh my gosh. Kifi. And quarterback, Alina Argueta.
He's so
I
terrible.
think first we'll hear from Keefe. Coach Keefe, is that right?
Come on, Buckethead, get out of here. You can't
hear
pronounce
it for
anybody's
Coach.
name right. Is this
His daughter-
Chooch?
His daughter was one of the all CIF players.
Talo falava, muamua tifia fafitai lava, wale.
Oh, we need a translation.
Fafitai lava. First off, thank you to the man above for allowing us to be here today. Without him, for sure, none of this would have been possible.
Thank you, OCB.
My name is
Happy
Kipi
Friday.
Sue. On behalf of Coach Sala, Coach Chewy, Miss Martinez.
Bro, that's a gangster hat, bro. You get shot in some neighborhoods wearing that hat with a B with the red bandana like that. Oh boy, that's what you'll hear if you're in the wrong neighborhood,
To our team. We are
bro.
grateful.
Talk about
Next, we wanna
gang.
thank the
That's
House
gangster.
administration,
That hat
from
right
our
there.
principal,
He's
Ms.
wearing.
Sultana, to all our admins, our AD.
Surprised the
Faruya,
blood gang
our
haven't
trainer, Ms.
been
Nam,
wearing
all our
those.
counselors, climate advocate.
I mean, bro,
of course, all our
perfect
teachers,
representation.
E&G workers, office admins, all the supervision aides. We want to thank everyone for all their love and support for all our girls. Thank you to our parents and our team supporters, Danielle, Papa Joe, everyone who was with us this whole season, all our staff.
Yeah,
Coach
wrong
Sala,
neighborhood wearing that,
Coach
get
Chewy,
you in
Miss
trouble.
Martinez, Jojo, and my wife, Nisha. Thank you all.
But if I was in that gang, I would
To
wear
all our
that.
girls, you definitely
Represents
represented
us well.
and competed with ultimate
Or
class
them.
and integrity.
Not us.
I would like to recognize all our rookies first, which just happens to be our whole team. Callie, Star, Alina, Mel, Sarah, Madeline, Cece, Giselle, Mylia,
That's what I'm saying, Sauce.
Alexa, Nini, Maya, Court, Soph, Martinez, Lily,
And of all letters, B.
Ari, and Chooch. Major props to all you ladies.
Who designed that
did
hat?
this season on winning the highest championship in
That's
LA
what we need to talk to.
the Open Division.
Didn't think that was too
Make
gangster.
No doubt about it, ladies. For the B House and what you did, it was and is legendary. Never question the heart of a pilot.
Oh, nice. They got
Once a
it.
pilot,
Always a pilot.
Tofa soy fua.
Two arrested in the shooting death of a man who was
So beautiful
encountered
hearing
a
Samoan
catalytic
language,
converter
at
thief
your
and was
opening.
shot
Thank
and
you.
killed
We have
in
a
Inglewood.
Great tradition
So
of
they
scholar
caught
athletes,
two of them.
Samoan
Nice.
scholar athletes in the harbor area.
Killed
So
him
thank you.
over
That
a
was
piece of
beautiful.
metal. Going to work.
Next up, we're going to hear from our quarterback, our point guard in the basketball team,
Hey.
our all-around player in softball.
Chooch.
Really a terrific athlete who I've had a joy of watching play the last couple of years. We have Alina Argueta.
Is that Chooch?
There's a lot of cameras. So, first of all, I grew up playing a lot of sports. I played soccer before, but obviously that didn't work out well. I played basketball, softball. Most of these girls behind me actually played with me when I was younger. So just being able to play
What are
high
you,
school with
34?
them, and it's the last year. Heard there was gonna be flag football. Talked to the girls. Talked to mainly all of them. Friends with all of them outside sports. Let's do it. Let's put a team together. Let's try it. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful last year, so maybe we would have been here twice. So came along, my junior year, we were just messing around after season, playing football on the field, give it a shot. We came up, we tried it in the summer. Some girls, we were hesitant. We didn't know if we wanted to stick with it. I definitely didn't know if I wanted to stick with it, and I'm thankful I did. Not only did we win a lot of hardware and we got a lot of shout outs and a lot of awards, but the friendships, the family, the bonds that we've created, it's just...
Who's that in the back making faces next to the live?
something that
That's
is very
Spindler? It is
memorable to
Spindler.
me. And it being my last year and being able to leave with the ring with this first year, it's something that is outstanding just as a player, and just to see the young ones knowing that they get to continue it. This is my last year. I wish I could play more, and it's something I do wish that maybe I got to play another year.
You can play in college. Play some college sports.
So again,
Women's
inaugural
softball's
season.
huge in college.
These are girls who grew up
Fast pitch.
together, young women playing so many different things, and we come from districts that have tight communities. the Wilmington community, very, very, very tight. These kids grow up together, they play together, they learn together, and it is such a point of pride to have these championship women from Wilmington celebrating this great achievement in their first year. So thank you very much, colleagues. I don't know if anyone else wants to speak, but we're going to have one little special.
Look at Charlie
Go
Brown.
right ahead.
I believe we have Councilmember Hutt on the queue to speak.
Oh, Heather Hutt, the
Thank you, Mr.
unelected one.
Chair. And thank you, Councilmember McCosker, for bringing in these brave women that come home with the championship. I just want to say congratulations. We're happy to see your strength and your perseverance bringing home the win in Los Angeles. We really appreciate that. And for the younger ones, I just kept thinking, what must this feel like to win right away? Getting on a team, being a winning team, and then coming into City Hall in Women's History Month. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you so much, Mr. McCosker.
I don't know if they'd be able to define that for you, Bass. Or Bass.
To their hardware, we are filling up the championship trophy case at their school. We are going to add this beautiful plaque to the Phineas Banning High School Girls Flag Football Champions of 2024-25 on behalf of all of us.
Thank you, Councilmember McCosker. Congratulations, Banning High School.
Phineas Banning. Yep, we're ready.
Instead of him being in the back with his big bucket head and that stupid smile on his jack-o'-lantern smile, right?
We have one last tradition.
He should be in the
Alina,
back.
lead
He's
us.
taller than most of those young girls. How about being in the back? Because it isn't about you, it's about them.
We're out.
Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations, Banning High School. I believe we have Councilmember Bob Blumenfield with the
And it's good to see girls on the team and not boys. Look at Mr. Spindler. Oh. Very animated character. So we still got everybody still left over. I don't see Stacy there. I don't see I see Richard Serrano back there. Don't see Donald Harlan, even though somebody signed up as Donald Harlan.
Okay.
Councilmember Bloomfield.
Okay. Look at
Thank you very
Spindler. Look at
much,
Spindler.
Council President.
Look at
colleagues.
3-inch shrimp. Shout out
While
to 3-inch
Holocaust
shrimp.
Remembrance Day passed on January 27th, which is the
3-inch
anniversary of
shrimp.
the liberation of
3-inch
Auschwitz
shrimp.
and Birkenau,
3-inch shrimp.
as a time to remember the 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust and the millions of others of Nazi persecution.
Look at Herman. They can't go
that
either
passed,
way
but I
now.
still wanted us
They're
to take
fucked
a
either
moment,
way. Either camera angle.
to officially recognize and remember. The way to do that today is to honor Hillary Helsty. Hillary has spent decades helping to tell the stories of Jews, Gypsies, gays, Poles, and others who suffered and who perished during the Holocaust. One of the ways that Hillary has done this is through the LA Jewish Film Festival. It's an annual festival, and it's pretty amazing, and I urge everyone to check it out. The festival has brought people such as Senator Cory Booker, Ed Asner, Matthew Modine, and too many others to mention, together
Cory
through a
Booker.
partnership with the Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance, the Consul Generals of Poland, Germany, and many others. This includes panels in honor of the late Congressman John Lewis and the Honorable Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Guys, I need to
Documentaries
go
about
grab
Colin
some
Powell, Heather Booth,
some eye drops.
Sheila
I'm all
Katz, and
out.
Golda Meir.
I'll be right back.
And with support from the ADL, Americans Jewish Committee, ICANN, the Holocaust Museum, Stand With Us, Creative Community for Peace, Hillary has been able to bring cutting-edge films to Los Angeles every year. And she celebrates the Jewish experience through film. This year, I want to honor Hillary herself because the movie she made was one of many that was featured at venues around the city. Hillary's movie is called As Seen Through These Eyes. It was narrated by Maya Angelou, and it focuses on prisoners in concentration camps survival through the creation of art and music. We have a little clip of this special film, which I'm going to ask that we play right now. So if we could roll the clip.
Uh-oh. We got music playing. Sorry. Bro. Yeah, they'll get me for the music, so I know usually they have light music underneath it, so I don't want to. I'm tired of getting the copyright violations. Oh, that was a quick video. Oh, it just started. My bad. Trying to block Herman. Yeah, well, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. They only have those two angles, really, and when they flip, well, three angles, and when they flip-flop on either side, they got Spindler on one side going like this, and then they got Herman on the other, and then when they do a direct shot, they got everybody in there. So, yeah. Yeah, man. It got them fucked. Yeah. Oh, I'm tired from last night, yeah. I'm tired. Need some sleeps. Sleep before the next show. Alright, is they done? Is they done? Yes, they's done.
People who fought Hitler with the only weapons that they had. Charcoal, pencil stubs, shreds of paper, and memories etched in their minds. Every story about the
you don't get a
Holocaust
copyright
is
strike. You get a
incredibly
copyright
moving,
violation.
as well as
Freedom from
heartbreaking
Hamas? Is that who you're
and
talking about?
For these reasons,
Is that who we're
and the work
freeing
she
Palestine
continues to
from?
do to recount this time, I want to honor Hillary Helstein this year for Holocaust Remembrance Day.
I say
And,
fuck
I'd like to
Palestine.
ask
You just
to
spelled it
Say
wrong.
a few words. So, please, the floor is yours.
I would like to thank you, Bob. I really deeply appreciate this. And the City Council and John, I don't know where John went. There he is, John Pofich.
What does
for
Herman's
this
shirt say?
recognition
His
today.
jacket?
I'm deeply moved and humbled to be in front of so many community leaders and change makers and among your esteemed guests. My career focus has always been my commitment to give community in education, teaching empathy and compassion, and giving a voice to survivors and the silenced. I am honored to be recognized in my work and my dedication to Holocaust remembrance and to keeping the memory alive of those we have lost. I stand here today as a filmmaker who embarked on a 10-year journey to document and share an important story about a brave group of people who used art as their weapon for memory, survival, and learning. Stories that are always current as these lessons of humanity are never out of date.
150 in a day if I'm not fucking around.
My purpose with this film was to capture their stories before they were gone, to share them with the world and teach current and future generations, especially young people. The film screened and won awards all over the world, but when it played at the United Nations and the EU headquarters, each to international audiences of over 500, seeing the remarkable impact it made as a human rights film was eye-opening. Knowing these survivor stories reached the hearts of so many people. There were questions from those not familiar at all with the subject of the Holocaust, and those who were only too familiar with it. Sadly, our high schoolers and middle schoolers now are the last witnesses to these survivors and their stories told firsthand. This film and this artwork will remain their legacy. Entertainment and cinema have been the common thread that carries us through challenging times, sharing the love of movies with each other. I am equally honored to be here as the director of the Los Angeles Jewish Film Festival, taking the film experience to the next level. My mission here is devoted to presenting an array of films about the Holocaust, anti-Semitism, and culture to the biggest possible diverse audiences to continue to educate and build bridges of understanding and tolerance in our community. This is how change is made. We saw the opportunity that sharing stories through film and the work of putting on a festival brought people together to build and experience something meaningful. The films allow us to see aspects of our community that might not always be obvious. We open people's minds to new ideas and stories, educate them in historical and current events, and take them beyond what they understand of the world. We show documentaries that open eyes, dramas that open hearts, and help people to laugh when times are tough. Over the years, we expanded to venues all over the city and valley, working with city council members to target underserved communities. With their support, that instinct and vision to create this festival has now blossomed into an LA institution. Embarking on our 20th year, we see the indelible impact we have made. Whether it was our guests, Mel Brooks, in a tribute to Gene Wilder, Peter Bogdanovich, in tribute to Carl Laemmle and classic Hollywood, or the Q&A with Senator Cory Booker and Dr. Clarence B. Jones extolling the relationship between the Jewish and African American communities. Our films continue to have an effect on all ages, ethnicities, and backgrounds, continuing to strengthen the common bonds between a diverse people that is Los Angeles. Once again, I'm deeply honored to be receiving this, and I want to thank you, Bob, and the city.
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
So, unless there's anyone on the queue, on behalf of the entire city council, we wanted to give you this certificate of recognition.
She got the brown frame.
Appreciation.
She's just mildly special. She didn't get the O-Peachy folder, and she didn't get the gold frame. She got the brown frame, the overstock from Michaels.
And thank you, Ms. Helstein, for the important work that you're doing in our city. I'd like to recognize Councilmember Heather Hutt for the next presentation.
Ooh, what are we booing for? I don't know. Just booing. Oh, for Heather Hutt, yeah, for sure. The unelected one. All right, we'll just pick you.
Good morning, colleagues, Mr. Chair. Today, I'd like to give a powerful welcome to the dedicated women of IBEW Local 11.
That's what I'm watching, the party on the street.
As we continue to honor Women's History Month, we're not just acknowledging history, we're witnessing it being made right here, right now, today. We stand in the presence of women who are not just participating in the trade industry, but they're reshaping it. For far too long, this field has been defined by outdated stereotypes and artificial barriers.
LA is disgusting.
But you, the women of IBEW Local 11, are dismantling those barriers with every project you complete, every tool you wield, and every blueprint.
It's just a pander fest. It's a pander fest, and it's a victim Olympics. Everybody's a victim, and when you need to bend the knee to every single ethnicity, religion, economical background, all of them.
Your skills are not simply enterprise, they're embodiment of excellence. A testament to your dedication and unwavering commitment to our city. This just isn't about celebrating your achievements, it's about amplifying your voices, and we need to actively recruit and empower
a white
the
woman
next
on the end, right here.
generation of
She's
women
white.
so that they see the value of the career path that you're setting. You will provide mentorship and dismantle the systematic obstacles that still persist. We must ensure that every young woman knows that she has a place and a powerful role in shaping our built environment. Let's move beyond mere encouragement and commit to tangible action. Let's work together not just for this month, but for every day to build a truly equitable and inclusive Los Angeles where every woman can thrive. Thank you, women of IBEW Local 11, for your strength, your skill, and your vision. You're not just building our future, you're electrifying it.
When's
Happy
the
Women's History
Cry Over
Month.
Elon hour?
And
When does
now
that
I'd like
start?
to bring up Diana Liman, Director of Recruitment. And
Elon
I have
steals.
my shirt on, everybody.
I want Elon having my information, but I give it to everybody else for a free
Good morning,
T-shirt at
everyone.
the
I'd
auto
like to
show.
Thank, Councilmember Hutt for recognizing us today, as well as the rest of the city of LA. I'm only disappointed that we didn't come before the female champions of the city of LA, because I saw some future electricians there. So thank you so much. In Local 11, we strive to increase the number of women in our trade. Nationally, the percentage is 11.2 of women in construction, and when it comes to the actual tradeswomen that physically do this work, 4%. Proud that our apprenticeship today is at 6% female, and we want to increase those numbers and thank the city of LA for the project labor agreements and the job opportunities to bring more women into our trade. Thank you.
It's all about protecting the DEI at all costs. Is that Rob Kwan next to
So we
3-inch
have
room?
a certificate of recognition hereby presented to the women of IBEW Local Union 11. And it says so many nice things about how wonderful you are. And it's signed by all 15 members of the LA City Council.
Even me, the unelected one. Even I signed it. Bass player, thank you so much. I have no crew, bass player, but I'll tell you what, I'd rather have men and women going into trades than going into, you know, gender studies in college and then can't get a job, and then they can't pay their bill for college, then I have to help pay for their fucking bill. So yeah. I'd rather them become electricians. At least they can make something of themselves. Change the cycle. I don't care, guy, girl, gay, straight, don't matter. You do the job right.
We know
Great.
that the trades is a very male-dominated industry, but I think by you bringing them here is an inspiration to many people who want to enter this field. It should not just be 90% male. We need more women in the trades, and so.
In fact, I watched Judge Boyd, and what she does is she gives, community service on top of your jail time, and then she'll always tell you, if you want to get into a trade school and you show me that you've got into the trade school, I will take away your punishment for, community service. I will consider your community service done. And that's a great thing. That way the people, these kids, these guys and girls can better themselves and actually get a career. You know what I mean? So I think that's a great idea. That is true rehabilitation, if they choose to take the football and run with it, so to speak.
To certain roles or certain positions or jobs, and I really admire the work that y'all do, because it is scary. You're talking about getting electrocuted, and I'm scared of that. So thank you for being brave.
Scared of getting
electrocuted. Thank you for
electrocuted.
standing and holding space and taking the appropriate space, so you can be such great examples for our young women and. Women that, need other pathways as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Hutt.
Fucking
and
Herman
thank you
back
to
there.
The women of IBW 11. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Fucking Herman, dude. He's on one today. Look at them both. I had to switch the camera because Spindler's getting up and dancing. All right, here we go. So now the meeting should start. Everything we've had up till now is really bullshit and one special item. So now the meeting should start.
Before we continue, just really quick, Mr. Spindler and Mr. Herman, we have actually received complaints from the general public that you are disrupting their ability to pay attention to this meeting and to
I want to
the
see
meeting.
these
So
people who complain.
Please do not do that. Again, there are other people here. There are people behind you. And so do not disrupt this special meeting.
I want to know. Ourselves close to a chase,
And I
huh?
believe we're going to take a short recess. Of,
Come on.
20 minutes?
What?
20-minute recess?
What the fuck? For what? For fucking what? Couldn't get your shit together? Now we're late again because you can't get your shit together. Clowncil can't figure it the fuck out. Holy smokes. Fuck your shit. Bass player, thank you so much. I had no problem with women in the trades. Good on them for working hard on for their wage. I would simply like to know how many of them work out in the field. I know how many of them work in the office at a local. Yeah, no, for sure. Makes sense. I understand it. You're saying, are they actually out on the pole? Are they working? Or, or on the job site, or are they clerical? And they're still a part of the local 11 or whatever the hell they are. So I understand what you're getting at. I'm just all about, people getting into trades and stuff. Because I feel like in this day and age, there's not enough people, getting into trades, one, that are qualified and competent. And too much bullshit. Too many bullshit gender studies and, stupid shit like that that's just absolutely worthless. That'll get you nowhere. That'll get you nowhere, and then you get out of college and you have no job and you're huge in debt for taking gender studies, and then you can't pay the bill, so everybody else has to fucking pay the bill for you. So we all have to be your mommy and your daddy. So that's what I'm not for, you know what I mean? But I get what you're saying, for sure. And thank you again for another nice dono. Appreciate you. Sounds like somebody's rewinding. Yeah. Do my best to fuck up the algorithm, grabbing it, So, it is what it is. We can watch Pattaya. We'll watch that for now. The party's still going on here. We'll flip it back, as soon as they get back to business, because you know how they are. 15 minutes will turn to 22 because they're not smart and they don't know how to count. Should you pursuit on Pacific, huh? Okay, let's see here. Sounds like it stopped already. Let's see. Is it still going? I think it's still going. Alright guys, give me a sec here. Five's on the way too. Hi, Christy. What's up, Todd? HVAC? No. Yeah, 7's not live yet. I see 5's actually showing their feed, but not of the chase yet. Alright, Stolen's Ford Fusion. 5's a few minutes out. Probably 5 minutes out for 5. They're on Century City right now. What's up, Pete? Good evening. 2, Terry. On the second one. Alright, so he says they're over it, so let me see. They might be on their, what do you call it, channel. Their, You know what, I'm going to pause that so we don't miss it. We can fast forward from there. Give me a sec here. We'll put up channel 7. Oh, they're not up. Yeah, I don't see it. They say he said they're up, but I don't see them on my side.
If you want to be discriminatory, it looks like you could sit right about here. Vehicle detail floors from west. Real quick, to verify, they do have permission to sit. Working on 60. The detail one is for PC, UTC at Crenshaw and Florence. Sentinel and RA for a PG into another driving vehicle.
There it is. There's the ending of it.
They're going to be a suspect on the suspect vehicle on Florence and just east of Crenshaw. Anybody responding or back eastbound on it?
He's got short pants or long shorts. I don't know which they are.
Eastbound over Crenshaw, the Florence vehicle TC at the location. But the unit took along that westbound traffic and let it down, please. Let it down in Florence. Thank you, responding in block westbound traffic 11th Ave at Florence.
That's how it happens. This is what most of them happen. That's how it works. This fool. Yeah, what's up, sir? My gang, sir. Clown ass fool. Another clown gang member, dude. Oh. Holy smokes. Yeah, he's throwing upside.
All frequencies clear.
Yeah, looks like he sideswiped that. Sideswiped the car pretty, or that van pretty good. Little transit van. Let's get rid of him. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember, guys, we are watching it. It is live. Don't know what's going to happen here. Hopefully nothing bad happens. So I said, short. He had some long shorts on or some short pants on. I don't know which is which. Oh, there was the wreck, too. Aww. Let's see if... Hopefully he plays it again. Here we go. They're playing it again. Oh, you got T-Bone in the back, Jack. You got clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Shout out to the professor for that shot. This is the professor's shot right here, live and in live in this. Almost just playing dead in the street now. Hopefully there's a bum's piss right there. You know what I mean?
Hey! What's this lying around shit?
Lay it down. Lay it down. Dogpile them. I'm down for that. Here they come. Waving to somebody. Careful, he might be oppressed. Careful. We don't want him hurt. He might be oppressed. Last thing we can do is have another oppressed person hurt. So please, be very careful with him. oppression's bad, okay? Bro isn't too smart. No, he isn't. But he might be oppressed, and that might get him off. 'Cause if he's oppressed, he's getting off scot-free. That's it. Don't hurt his feelings. Did you look at him funny? I think that cop over there looked at him funny. Gonna have to reprimand the cop. Yeah, whole cluster fuck. Oh, goddamn cluster fuck. And we just missed that clack, son. Dang it! We were so close to the clacking. But it doesn't matter anyways. Would have just turned it right on. It would have been a straight clack. Look at that. $5.59 a gallon, guys. It's going back up. Here we go. $5.59 a gallon. For the super, of course. But still. $5.19 for 87. So, there you go. $5.20 a gallon for 87 gas. For your lawnmower. Was a good hit. Well, the other party had the right of way, and I'm sure they weren't stopped, or they probably didn't hear the lights and sirens. You know, they didn't. Well, they wouldn't hear the lights, but you know what I mean. They hear the siren of the cop to slow down. You're listening to your, you know, radio or whatever, and bang, just clack. Orange Julius? Yeah, I've had Orange Julius. I haven't had it in a really long time. There used to be this pizza place near our school. You know, they'd sell like by the slice kind of thing. So a lot of kids would go there, and they had Orange Julius in there. You get it sometimes. What's he calling me for? I'm live, man. Can't talk right now, my friend. Let me text him really quickly.
Show me around there today, 2016. Okay, thank you, Roger.
Man, I got a whole mess going on now. Bus can't get by. Fuck this whole intersection up. Whole thing all messed up. Messed up 3 cars.
12X35 requesting a west traffic unit for the Crenshaw and Flores for PC bikes get out there.
All right, so there you go. We got our traffic. They're asking for traffic cops now to come help. Oh, look at the snow-capped mountains. Look at that. Look at the snow-capped mountains. Holy smokes. That rainstorm yesterday. Last 2 days have been raining, and you can see. Brought snow up top. We got the snow up top in the mountains. That's how we finna do it. All right, let's go back to the city council. They're probably ready to go now. No, they're still in recess. So we got that little bit of chase in, and it's still at recess time here. The little kids are at recess having juice boxes and snacks. You know, little raisin box, little apple juice box, Capri Sun. That is a beautiful shot, though. Can't lie. The mountains look great, and you can see how nice and clear it is. You see how all the fucking haze is gone. Storm got all that shit up out of here, son. Look how pretty it looks. That's how it looks. It should look every day. Yeah, rain 2 days in a row here, Stoner. It's raining last night when I went out. Don't like really driving in the rain, just because, you know, people don't know how to drive, and it just gets annoying. Thank you, boogers on the wall. Thank you for the dono. Happy Friday. What's up, Sun Racer? Yeah, they're still at, they're still in, like I said, they're still, because this is live. I fast forwarded it. So again, there were 11 minutes back after we sat there and watched the replay of the chase and all that. So, yeah. Again, what did they say? 15 minutes? Should be any minute now. But we'll see. We know how they work. Look at the concrete jungle. Notice there's no big spots of land that are open that you could just develop. There's one right here, but that's a park. Just a few parks here or there. Maybe a golf course. But notice that all the way. And then into the hills as well. Most of that hill face has houses on it. You notice that, right? So, concrete jungle, ladies and gentlemen. And everywhere you go, it's just like that. Everywhere he looks, just like that. What's going on there? Fairfax, there's Cantors. Dolls Kill? Holy smokes. What is this? Some sort of pop-up store for fucking some really cool fucking influencer dude who influences you to buy stupid shit that's way overpriced? Dude, buy my... There's Cantors, world famous Cantors. Look at this shit. Supreme. It's got to be for Supreme. The Supreme store's right here. So that's what all this fucking hubbub is about. All these ding-dongs. So if you have a business here, you just get dicked on. Your customers try to get in. They can't. Got a bunch of sus-ass fools wearing their fucking Supreme garbage. Dude, it's the newest drop, dude. It's the Tokyo Series tennis shoes, bro. Yeah. Come buy an $800 dog bowl that cost us 60 cents to make. Because it has Supreme on it. Sucker shit. For the suckers. Dolls Kill. Tokyo shit, OG Strand. Know nothing about it. Know nothing about it. Good old Fanatics. I know Fanatics is there. It's trash. Fanatics is just mass-produced junk. You like Cantors, Lenore? Yeah, a lot of folks do. I mean, Cantors have been around forever. And not to mention, a lot of the delis have gone by the wayside. Greenblatt's is closed. Labels Tables is closed. Jerry's Deli closed. After the shamdemic, they just couldn't hang on. They're all forced to close for so long. And a lot of them were so old that their kids are now running it, and the kids didn't want to deal with it. Kids didn't have that passion like their parents did for the family business kind of thing. So they're just like, well, let's just sell it or get rid of it. I don't want to run it. Do you want to run it? No. Okay. I mean, shit, the same thing happened the other day with fucking the Pantry. Pantry's been there 100 years, I think. No joke, 100 years. And Richard Reardon, the old mayor, owned it. He died, left it in a trust. And whoever controlled the trust was just like, we're over it. They had labor disputes there, and they were just like, it's too much. Fuck it. Let's just get rid of it. And they closed it the other day. Like last Sunday was the last day to eat at the Pantry. So lots and lots of places in the last 4 years have gone out like that. Dave's Hot Chicken, yeah, he's a couple more stores up. In fact, because I went to school across the street from here. That's where my high school is. And it used to be a place called Eat a Pita. So it was a pita shack before. And then Dave's Hot Chicken took it over after somebody else had before them had taken it over. So, you know, like most restaurants, a lot of times it'll change hands. You got to kill it in the neighborhood to stay there. It's expensive to stay here, you know. Yeah, all the old school ones are gone, Wolfhound. All the really good ones. Oh, you already got them, Cobra? Awesome. Dude, that was fast. Usually USPS takes way too long to deliver stuff. Glad you see you got everything, and thank you for the order. And I'm glad you told me. So, yeah. Yep, went to Fairfax, so that's where I went. There was my high school right there. There's the field. In fact, never said Fairfax. It's the nicest it's looked ever. Never looked that nice when I was there. It was a shitty old dirt track, not nice red clay. Never said Fairfax Lions on there. Nope. So a lot of that's new. Our baseball field, see right there? Wow, it looks awful green, but it did just rain, and, spring's here, so the field's probably at its best, right now. There's the little rotunda where I got locked in the closet. Teacher locked me and my friends in there because we were fucking around. Get the fuck in there. And I remember bro slammed the door so hard. Everything shook. And then we all stayed quiet for just a second and then started laughing again. And bro, that set him off. After he slammed us in there and locked the door, and we giggled after, that was it. He lost it. He already lost it, and then he really lost it when we giggled. Oh, Mr. Baldy, you were awesome. Shout out to you. Dude, they're still in recess, so obviously they can't tell time. This is live, as you can see. Look, you can see a little red. It's live. See? Okay, I'm not back. Well, I know where your mind goes, Weed. Again, your month is coming up very soon. Don't worry about it. It's almost here, buddy. You'll be a happy guy again. Look at the Look at the Hollywood sign. Beautiful, clear day. Hollywood. Bing, 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 bing. Looks beautiful, man. Thanks to the rain. All the brush is fresh. There's the observatory right there. Griffith Observatory on the top of the hill there. Go look at fucking stars, man. It's a great place for the astronomers in your life. For life. For life. There's a golf course. Don't know which golf course that is. Don't know. Don't know. But we're still at recess. That I do know. It's my favorite number. Well, when I play roulette, I usually play 7 because that's my birthday. Today is the 7th. 3 is a good number for me. 3, 7, 23. All red numbers. The only black numbers I usually play are maybe like 11, because on an old roulette wheel, 7 is next to 11. So a lot of times I'd watch it bounce into 7 and go right over to 11 and be pissed about it. That way you're covered either way. Or play the corner. So. Yeah. I wish I could have went to Vegas today. Go hung out with the Tones. I like to gamble with Frank. Frank likes to play cards. So him and I will play cards. Stefan plays a little bit. The rest of the boys don't really gamble at all. They'll come hang out for a moment, have a sip. Men into shoes? There's lots of dudes into shoes. Fucking whole sneaker game is probably 95% men. Not to say women don't like sneakers, because absolutely they do. I just don't think they like them as much as men do. Women like dressy shoes more than men like dressy shoes. I think it's the type of shoe. Jimmy Choo, right? I mean, isn't that those like $2,000 a pair of shoes or some shit like that? So, yeah. Taking your son to Deftones on Saturday? Shit, yeah, Pixel. Enjoy the show. It was a great show last night. I'm tired, It's again, you see a lot of people here, and, people you haven't seen for 20 years sometimes. And, because of my face, I hadn't been going to too many shows. Just kind of wanted to rehab a little bit. And then get back into the scene. So it's been a while since I've been to any live shows. Not to mention, a few years back, I couldn't get into any of the venues because I'm not vaccinated. So, and I know it sounds stupid, but, Live Nation, that was a mandate through Live Nation. And Live Nation owns a lot of venues here. So, yeah, that was a problem. And I didn't want a knee bend. I'm not going to go get a fake card or any of that other crap. So I just did without. Bro, it has to be 20 minutes. There's no way. There's no way it hasn't been 20 minutes. So, yeah. Addicted to shoes, it's a problem. Yeah, Kimmy, you only have 2 feet. Got to remember that. Shoes are fun and nice, but if you're not getting good wear out of them, I think it's not the greatest thing. Because I don't think women's Jimmy Choo dress shoes, brand new in a box, unused, are as valuable, years later as some of these rare Jordans or whoever else shoes you can name. Because I think that's another thing, too. A lot of these people, it's not so much the shoes. They see the flip. The quick money. I buy it for $200, hold it, and I'll sell it for $300. And I can't do that in the bank with my $200. So there's that. And sometimes they'll even wear it one night and then put them back in the box. And, okay, well, I wore it one time kind of thing. Wearable art. I just never too big into the shoes, Oh, I'm sure, Bernard. I'm sure. I had friends that did it. I just didn't want a knee bend because to me it felt like I'm knee bending. By me having to waste money for a card to have to fool their system, I said, fuck that. And that's why when they finally lifted it here, after a really long time, I wasn't so apt to go and spend $10 on a water and $50 to park. That's actually a cool shot. Please come back. Come back, please. Come on, Channel 5. Come back. Come back, Channel 5. Come on. It was right over the Rose Bowl. Fuck. That would have been a really nice shot. Lex Luger. Oh, okay. Thank you, Swat. Funny enough as it is, I got a card sent to me today from Panini. I mean, it just shipped out from there, and it's not here yet. It was a Edge. Autograph Edge to 25 or something. Been waiting like 2 years for that fucking card. Apparently he isn't signing much. Admitting I scam people? Who did I scam, Ron? What did I admit to? Oh, you mean people talking about scamming with the cards? Yeah. That's what you mean? Yeah. Well, I just didn't want a knee bend. Fuck them. And what it costs all around just to be there, regardless of knee bending, it's insane here. I mean, it was only $40 to park across the street from the Forum yesterday. 40. So, yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice, Harry. I think all the car lovers will love it. All the guys who love to run uncorked and no cats and exhaust, all that shit will go away. All the cops that, the traffic cops that are pulling people over and popping hoods, that'll all be done. Street racers are going to be voting in heavy favor for old Donald. If that's true. It'd be nice. I'm tired of fucking doing a smog check on my car. Paying to drive a car that I already own. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of spending $1,000 for a little sticker to go on my plate, even though I already own the car. Okay, I bought the car. It's mine. None of all that matters. I gotta pay the toll to the troll. None of this paying to have to go in the carpool lane. I already pay my taxes. I paid to build that fucking carpool lane, and now I'm exempt from driving it? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking stupid. So, it would be nice. 1,000 for what? What, the car? Oh, bro, I wouldn't have paid $10 for that, much less 1,000. You gotta be crazy. If people were paying $1,000 for that shit, that's wild. And I don't doubt it. I would totally bet somebody who has the funds just wouldn't even give a fuck. 1,000? Shit, here's 15. Get out of here. Let's go. That's it, sinful. Yeah, bro, I don't know what they're doing. We're live. I don't know if there's a chase on the 210. I'm not hearing anything, but I'm not listening to the scanners other than the South Pacific. Here, let's get this. Bass player, thank you. Thank you, bass player. By cafe standards and good riddance, yeah. Hold on. Let's go here. If it's on the 210, then it's CHP, so give me a second.
41 I copy. 41 copy. I copy you. 1019 for a refuel.
Thank you again, bass player. You voted for $30 car tabs here in Washington years ago and now pay by the weight. Somehow it makes sense. Well, I guess the weight of the road, you know, because the heavier the truck, the more damage or car it does to the road, essentially. And yeah, I just, you know, it's just overtaxation. Like Sinful was saying, it's taxes on taxes on taxes. I buy a car, I pay taxes, then I sell it to you, then I got to pay taxes after I sell it to you. Then you're paying taxes again to re-register it. It's ridiculous. And then they spend it on fucking Iraqi Iraqi Sesame Street and a transgender fucking program in India. So yeah, I'm tired of it. And if they got rid of all that, you know what would happen, right? Every American would slowly start to actually gain wealth. Instead of just living by paycheck to paycheck, you'd actually be able to, you know, squirrel away, sock away a little bit of money every month. Be amazing. Afford everything that you need, plus be able to put money away. Be amazing. Still not live. You see, it's live. You see the little red dot above my head here. It's live. They're just still dicking off. And you know what it is. It's just to punish Spindler and Herman and 3-Inch Shrimp and everybody else. Just to punish them. It's to punish Richard Serrano who's sitting in there. They don't care who it is. They want to punish you all. I mean, we might as well watch this. I'll switch it back. You know what I mean? When these ding-dongs decide to go live. Been past 20 minutes, for sure. They said 15, maybe 20 minutes. Then they argued, and then they just went to it. Bro looks like Pacquiao right here. That's Pacquiao. Bro looks just like Pacquiao. Bro's holding that wall up. Remember, you got all the late night drunks right here. It's 2:53 a.m. right here. So you got all the scragglers, last people having their last beers. I think they close in the next half hour or something. That was a dude in a dress. Trying to hit on him. This fool's drunk. You can tell by his face, almost drunk. He's kind of bobbing. His feet are pulling up. Look at him. He can't stand straight. See what I mean? Watching all the ladies go by trying to get him one. He's fishing right now. Got a hiney in hand and he's fishing. And you know it's warm as fuck. Nobody's bundled up. And I mean nobody. Most people have shorts and tiny things on. Nobody's wearing a jacket anywhere. Hot. And he's drinking, getting more faded. Oh, there he goes. Oh. There he's gone, and he gone. Yeah, he's holding another beer, getting more faded. That's what I'm saying. Just dehydrating himself even more. This is Koh Sumi, Thailand.
Attention units, broadcast on a moving 1125. It's going to be northbound 605, just north of Tech. It's going to be a bobtail truck that's driving with the back door open.
Uh-oh. So we have a truck driving around with the back doors open with the load about to fall out on the freeway. That's awesome. Koh Sumi. Sean, Koh Sumi. It's in Thailand. Live in Thailand. There's a lot of places. Phuket, Bangkok. Forget there's another big one too. There's a few real big cities out here that just straight party. Yeah, it's a party like this every time. You think the Philippines are better? Have you been to both, Satan? You're Satan. You've been everywhere. Roppongi in Tokyo? Yeah, I've never been there either. I've never been to Japan. Never been to Thailand. I'd like to go. It'd be fun. Just to check it out. Go fucking full passport, bro. Brits and Aussies. Yeah, no, I mean, I think there's everybody. There's plenty of Americans, too. That go there. But Brits and Aussies, for sure. It's probably a way closer flight. You know? I mean, shit, if I was on the East Coast, I'd be going to Amsterdam all the time. Be in Amsterdam in like 7 hours from New York. I think it's something like that, 7 hours, maybe a little more. Nothing. It's going to take me 11 hours to get to Amsterdam from here. Oh, they're finally back. Shit, yeah, finally.
Jurado, Lee, McCosker, Nazarian,
Fuck.
Padilla, Park,
Here we go.
Price,
All right,
Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 12 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
Great. What is before us?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item
What's up,
19.
Eric
Please
Boyce?
note that the city attorney report and revised draft ordinance
Oh, okay, we'll check him out.
dated March 7,
Thank you for letting me know.
2025 has been distributed,
What's up,
posted
status?
on the bulletin board, and available online in council file 24-1225.
I think they
Please
don't
note
care
a
about the
motion
drinks. They
and a
want to. They
second
don't
is
care about
required
dehydrating.
For item 19, to adopt the environmental
So, El
determination as
Comandante.
noted on the council
Thank
agenda.
you.
Amending motion 20A, Jurado Bloomfield,
Shout
Soto
out to you in
Martinez.
Florida.
And the city attorney report and revised draft ordinance dated March 7, 2025.
Okay.
Thank you, El Comandante.
So that item's before us, or are you saying we need a motion? All right, so moved.
Is there a
Seconded by
second?
Mr. Soto Martinez. Okay. That's before us now?
Yes, sir, and that's motion Bloomfield, Soto Martinez.
Hopefully, everybody gives them shit for the long
Okay.
fucking recess.
I know we've talked about this
Every
a lot,
last
but,
one of them.
colleagues, anyone wish to speak to this item?
Old blob.
Seeing no members on the queue, let's open the roll.
Where's Sleazy Marchese? I don't know. Just
Close the
doesn't
roll.
show up for
Tally
work
the
today,
votes.
I guess. Didn't feel it
12 ayes.
necessary.
Okay, what's next?
And for the record, this item is adopted as amended.
Okay.
Mr. President, there's a request to send item 19 urgent forthwith. A vote is required to suspend Council Rule 51 and send the item urgent forthwith.
Okay, so we will we'll now take up the urgent forthwith. Anyone wish to speak to that? Seeing no speakers on the queue, let's vote on the urgent forthwith. Call the roll, please.
Better call a row. Where's
Open the-
Taiji at?
Open the roll. Tally votes. Close the roll.
12 ayes.
Okay.
This item will be sent urgent forthwith.
Urgent forthwith. Great. What's next?
Mr. President, would council like to recess the special meeting and reconvene the regular meeting? Excuse me, would council like to adjourn the special meeting and reconvene the regular meeting?
Before we do, Mr. Soto Martinez, for what purpose do you rise?
Yes. First of all, thank you so much,
Hugo
Mr. Chair,
Stalin.
for bringing this forward, and for Councilwoman Yaroslavsky and Jurado for working on this. And I just want to give my personal gratitude to the entire body for passing this today, and most importantly for the Mohawk tenants in District 13.
All right, so the
This
landlords
is
aren't allowed to do with
this is
their
a
properties that
great
they want to
example
do.
of how the grassroots leads to the chamber, and how the chamber leads to the grassroots. I had the privilege of visiting
It's
you
a great
personally
example.
in one of your meetings and understanding that issue in a much more personal level. And I'm just really grateful that Councilmember Blumenfield and Yaroslavsky initiated this fixing up the loophole. And I just want to say, seeing your evolution and your fighting spirit inspires me, inspires many of us here. And like
Okay, so it's a perfect example of how the city can come into your place of business and just tell you what to do with it. You can't just fix it up and do what you want.
from being here today. Thank you so much.
That's a perfect example.
Thank you, Mr. Soto Martinez. Okay, we'll now recess this meeting and move to the regular meeting.
And sir, for clarification, the special meeting will be adjourned
Okay,
to
thank you.
reconvene the regular meeting.
Okay,
If I
special
may-
meeting is now adjourned, and we're back to the regular meeting. If you call the roll, please.
Yes, sir. Blumenfield, Harris Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Jurado, Lee, McOsker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 12 members present and a quorum, Mr. President. And if I may, sir, run through the agenda for the regular meeting again.
Okay.
Items 1 through 9 are items noticed for public hearing. The Los Angeles Department of Building Safety recommends to confirm the lien for item 7, for which amending motion Lee McOsker has been introduced, and to receive and file the liens for items 4 and 8, inasmuch as the liens are rescinded. The department also recommends to continue items 1, 2, 3, and 5 to April 1st, 2025, and to continue item 9 to May 6, 2025. Item 6 was continued to Friday, March 14, 2025, at the start of the regular meeting. Items 10 through 16 are items for which public hearings have been held. The Housing and Homelessness Committee report for item 16 has been distributed and available online in Council File number 201524-S7. Item 17 on the continuation agenda is an item noticed for public hearing, for which amending motion Lee McOsker has been introduced. No action will be taken on item 18 on the continuation agenda, inasmuch as the matter has been acted on during the special meeting. All items, with the exception of item 18, will be sent forthwith.
Okay, so do we need to move to adopt those recommendations?
If there's a motion to adopt the recommendations of the Los Angeles Department of Building Safety as noted by the council clerk, a motion and a second is required.
Yes. So moved.
Is there a second, sir?
Second. Serrato seconds. Okay, so let's take those up.
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 10 through 16.
Okay, those items are now before us. Any members wish to speak on to these items? Seeing no members on the queue, let's open the roll, close the roll, and tally the votes.
12 ayes.
Okay, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may proceed to public comment for the regular meeting.
Okay, we'll now move to public comment for the regular meeting. And I know you've read do we need to read the instructions in again? You've read them in earlier. Okay, City Attorney.
I will now call names for public comment. Grace Hutt, Erica Hernandez, Richard Serrano, Laura Matter, Randy Oren, Michael Schofield.
And before
Randy
we
Orton.
allow the speakers to come up, I will read in the instructions for the regular meeting. So again, we are back in the regular meeting. To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to. You We will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total for the items open for public comment on the agenda.
It'd be awesome
We
if
will tell
Randy
you when
Orton
your
was
time
really
is up.
here, though.
When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you're on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, you may forfeit your speaking time and we will have to move on to the next speaker. The items that are open for public comment on the agenda today are items 1 through 9. Items 1 through 9 and item 17. You'll notice that item 18 was not dealt with during the regular meeting because we agendized a special meeting. So again, the items open for public comment on the agenda are items 1 through 9 and item 17. You will also have up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. I have just a couple more quick announcements before we begin with our first speaker. If I could have the interpreters make this first announcement aloud to the room. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so that the interpreters can interpret.
Si usted requiere interpretación de español a inglés, por favor, den una pausa después de cada frase para permitir la interpretación.
Don't worry, we will pause your time while the interpreters are interpreting, so you will get the same amount of time as everyone else.
Y no se preocupen, vamos a parar su tiempo para que tenga la misma cantidad de tiempo como los otros comentaristas.
And the final announcement is you do not need to, please wait till you hear your name called before lining up. You do not need to line up in the order in which your name is called because the names are called at random if you signed up. But wait till you hear your name and then you can line up on your left-hand side of the council chambers. Thank you. Good morning, Speaker. Which items would you like to speak to?
Public comment only, Council.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I see the piece of trash, Simi Parks, in the corner there doing her slithering. When she was from the Department of Neighbor Empowerment as a director before she got ransacked and Mr. Blumenfield had to take this piece of trash, and God forbid you, sir, that you have to take this piece of trash. She believed all formerly incarcerated people should be neighborhood council board members, including sex offenders, convicted sex offenders. And she enjoys it and so forth. Then, of course, she says, I want to work violence restraining order against this person. He's a white Trump supporter. I'm still waiting for it, you little shit. And that's what you are. You're just a fucking nothing. And then you have to, of course, hurt Bob Blumenfield, where most of his staff always stays with him, and then you have to be pawned off after you got demoted and removed as a director. Now you're saying you're a senior legislative. The person you work for, Jeff, is an actual attorney. Grow up, you fucking shit.
Thank you.
Next speaker.
Next speaker.
Grow up, you shit. Oh, Richard Serrano, everybody.
Good morning. Which
Good
items?
morning, Richard Serrano. All items in general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Braille guy's great.
We're looking at adding money for communications for the fire department. You still got 16 mechanics positions that you haven't filled. You just had a fire.
16.
How about putting that money to use to get those vehicles backing up and running? You guys are reactive, not proactive. I don't get what you guys are doing.
It's true.
Ms. Park, gotta commend you. The one person that could have been a stickler or said something and hurt her the most in her district, she defended the chief.
So, Speaker, you're welcome to speak to this during general public comment, but I'm asking that you stick to the items for the first 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay. I guess 14, or is that not available?
1 through 9, I think.
14 is unavailable.
Yes,
so
1 through 9.
Hold his time for just a second. The items, just for everybody, because I know there's been a lot of different things said at this meeting. The items that are open for public comment on the agenda in the regular meeting are items 1 through 9 and item 17.
Oh, and
so
17.
Again, items 1 through 9 and item 17. Go ahead.
17.
The weed tax. You guys make $130 million for taxes. Now that's what you want to do. No wonder you're opening up so much cannabis areas. Monica Rodriguez and Park were the only people that stood up for the city. Now you guys looked the last time. Let's go to general public comment.
130 million a
the
year.
last time I seen the evidence didn't matter, Mayor was disproving on all 3 items and still did not reappoint Crawley. That is incredibly that you guys are despicable like that. The last time that happened, 5 officers were acquitted, or 4 were acquitted, and it didn't matter whether they beat that black man, Rodney King. 1992 riots. Is this what we have to get to? That you guys really don't care no matter what evidence is presented? Every one of you should have voted for her to get reinstated because of the evidence that she presented to you.
They're scared of the mayor.
And Marquise Dawson, she's got the right to. Yeah, she's got the right to. She's got the right to do anything she wants. So does Donald Trump, right? But here we are, a new world. Doesn't matter what's right. It's whatever you want. It's not us. Harris Dawson should have been the one taking the blame for this.
Next speaker.
So we should have fired Marchese? Is that what you're saying, Richard? I mean, I'm all right with that. Let's fire Mark.
Good morning.
Great
morning.
panderer,
Which
everybody.
items would you like to speak to?
Mr. Sir, I want to thank you, sir. You helped me, a senior citizen, find out how I can listen to the city council
Appreciate
on
that.
phone.
You're welcome to speak to it during general, but which items would you like to speak to?
I will speak general public comments,
Okay,
sir.
you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Once again, thank you. Just quickly again, yes, Donald Trump sucks and he has power. I like Mayor Bass, but once again, I was hoping that, like Miss Rodriguez, boy, you were beautiful that day, Miss Rodriguez. You stood up. It's going to cost you, but you know what? If you appeal to the people, I'm hoping they might send you to the mayor's office, and then, revenge is a bitch. So it all comes back. Let me talk about this beautiful little park up in my neighborhood, E.T. Park. Best park in the area. One of the things when I go over there to clean up is you hear the kids say, Mommy, what happened to that wall there? And they say, well, honey, that's where they're speeding and they're hitting the wall. Now, Reckon Park has said, Mr. Lee, that you folks were going to fix those walls so these kids wouldn't be afraid of what's going to happen there, because there's at least 10 different spots where cars have flown over that wall. So I hope that Reckon Park takes a look at E.T. Park and make sure that these kids aren't frightened because there are walls knocked down because of people speeding. Thank you, Mr. President. Everybody have a nice weekend.
No, that pissed him off right there. Just that.
I'd like to call more names for public comment. Erica Hernandez, Savannah Bond, Philip Meyer, Rada L.A., Alex Scott.
So which one was Randy Orton? What is
Good
three
afternoon.
shrimp?
You have 3 minutes for the
signed up
items
as?
and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
Thank you, Johnny Sins. Thank you, Johnny Sins. Start with item number 1. 当火车开入这座陌生的城市，那是从来就没有见过的霓虹。我打开离别时你送我的信件，忽然感到无比的思念。看不见雪的冬天，不夜的城市，我听见有人欢呼，有人在哭泣。早习惯穿梭充满诱惑的黑夜，但却无法忘记你的脸。Thank you, Johnny Sins. Let's move on to item number 2. 有没有人曾告诉你我很爱你？有没有人曾在你日记里哭泣？有没有人曾告诉你我很在意？在意这座城市的距离。我来到你的城市，走过你来时的路，想象着没我的日子，你是怎样的孤独？拿着你给的照片，熟悉的那一条街。Thank you, Johnny Sins. Let's move on to item number 3. 只是没了你的画面，我们回不到那天。你会不会忽然的出现在街角的咖啡店？我会带着笑脸挥手寒暄，和你坐着聊聊天。我多么想和你见一面，看看你最近改变，不再去说从前，只是寒暄，只是说一句好久不见。Thank you very much, Johnny Sins. Thank you, Johnny Sins. For the general public comment, I want to make sure that all the smoking scam viewers on the worldwide, let's pay attention to the 2026 Council District 1 election. Spindler does not have millions of dollars. Nobody donate, all those woke Democrats will not donate to Spindler millions of dollars to run for Council District 1. But we do have the support from the smoking scam. 2022, Hernandez only win with only 16,000 votes. So if every single smoking scam viewer, let's make sure spread the words out. Let's support our candidate, Spindler, in the Council District 1. We can make that. We have no money, but we can get there. And then hopefully, and then if I have to create an OnlyFans page and a Pornhub page to support Spindler, I will. 3-inch shrimp OnlyFans.
That's it.
Next speaker.
I love 3-inch shrimp. Shout out to 3-inch shrimp. We're all going to vote for Spindler. I'm going to beg you guys to just get out and vote. Viewer discretion is advised. Herman's up.
Good afternoon. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Is on record with you, Bob. You hear that, Bob? Simi Park is on record with you.
This is not on the agenda. This is your only warning. Stick to the agenda. I'm going to move you to general public comment.
I'm on lean. Got it. Lean.
Hold on. Actually, pause this time. Mr. Spindler, do not disrupt. I know you want to hear what Mr. Herman has to say. Do not disrupt Mr. Herman's public comment. And Mr. Herman, do not disrupt me while I'm giving instructions to other members of the audience. So this is your first warning for both of you.
Bro, this is like elementary school.
We held your time. Continue.
This is elementary school.
God bless Donald Trump for all these liens. It's time for the confirmation of every mother unconstitutional lien and abatement cost to be removed off every record from every man and woman here today. Because in CD4 in Ramen Noodle has 3 particular cases involving liens, and they shall be dismissed after I speak with Donald Trump, and you will remove every unconstitutional infringement on constitutional belief that every fucking American has a right to live in a house, a home, shelter, tent, wherever the fuck they wish and desire. Yeah, Donald Trump sucks a lot of liens. And look at this item here on number 4, Mr. Jonathan Grote, with your back to me. The protest appeals for fucking objection from the fucking confirmation of every fucking lien, for every fucking nuisance, for every fucking cost, and for every fucking inspections, because I, an American citizen, waive constitutional belief that you are acting as a communist when you take people from their homes unconstitutionally. They should have every infringement, every right to come here and battle this ugly fucking city of Los Angeles for every fucking lien. Because I'm an American. Orale. So then you go to the other lien. Lien after lien. Unconstitutional. What item am I on, Grote? Item number 5, you jackass. Again, consideration of hearing, protests and appeals, fucking objections from the Los Angeles Municipal Code in violation of constitutional belief that it's unconstitutional to make people homeless. That's what the courts put in the paper this morning, that you violate homelessness constitutional rights when you deprive the American people the goddamn right to waive a lien and forgive. Learn to forgive, motherfucker. God loves you, Grote. And I eat dog too. Woof, woof, woof. Now into my general public
comment.
I believe that what Smoke and Scan believes is that every motherfucking American should come here and protest to vote for Wayne Spindler to be our next mayor or our representative in CD1. And why? Smoke and Scan has 165,000 viewers who believe in Mr. Spindler. Mr. Spindler is a man of dedication. Mr. Spindler is a man of oath and faith. Mr. Spindler believes in the American dreams. If you got immigration problems, come to me. Come to me. I'll fuck you for your money too. Because this is the dream we have. And that dream is to believe that no fucking immigrant has a right as a non-citizen in my fucking country. If you want to believe, come to America, but come on the purpose of what you believe. I'm an American.
Next speaker.
There he is. Thank you, Mr. Herman, for the shout-outs. We don't quite have 165, not after Periscope's gone, but somewhere close.
You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general.
General public comment and all the motherfucking items. Big
Thank you,
shout
Christopher.
out to Simi Park, Bob. I know why you took
Only
her
warning,
on.
not
I
on the
know
agenda. Stick to the agenda items or I'm going to move you to general public comment.
So let's get on to number 1. Noodle, noodle, noodle. That nasty Indian bitch on number 1. Taxing $4,000 fucking dollars of hard-earned money on a goddamn lien. Well, how many rupees is that? That is just out fucking outrageous that this little goddamn bitch from fucking New Delhi comes off a plane to tax our old people over $4,000 fucking dollars a goddamn lien that the city fucking fixed. Vote no on number 1. And number 2, another CD4. Noodle, 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 noodle. Yes, that's right. Another nuisance abatement by that goddamn socialist communist sitting there. I think she wears a wig. What do you think, Marquise? I think that head's a wig. And I say no.
Not on the agenda. You were warned already. You are here at almost every meeting. You know the rules. You are on general public comment. 1 minute for general.
Interrupting me. I'm on the topic. Stop interrupting me.
Okay, sir, you don't need to yell. You have a translator. Your time is running. Go ahead.
Give me my time back. Give me my time back.
Your general public comment is running right now. You were warned, so it's up to you. Would you like to continue with your general public comment or not?
Cheater. Give me my time back and
now it's
stop
overly
cheating.
repetitive, so this is your last opportunity. You have
Bob,
34 seconds.
You send your fucking staffer over to try to intimidate me, and now you cheat me out of my time, Bob. Why do you do that? Okay? So you
You're
know
all
what?
listening very intently to your wonderful
don't
words.
like
Go ahead,
me.
sir.
Okay, so you know what? You don't like me,
then I'm going to tell the story of why you have Simi Park on your staff with a full salary. Okay? You want to play? Let's play, motherfucker. I'm going to release the document.
Smoke.
And we'll find out why she's pouring you coffee at $100,000 a year, bitch.
What? Mr. Spindler, everybody.
We have one more speaker.
The truth shall set you free.
Good
There,
afternoon.
Blob.
Who would you like to
Thank
speak
you.
to?
Good afternoon. Well, I just want to make a general comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, I was talking to a fellow, I say politician, he's not here anymore.
Politician?
Like Batman. But he was telling me that the streets are rough. There's a lot of money being spent, but that money needs to go back to the poor, the uneducated, the system that created the system. That would be all. Just help us.
What about the neighborhood who doesn't say anything when 50 people are outside and
Mr.
somebody gets
President, that
shot?
concludes public
They don't help
comment.
themselves. That's the why they are the way they are. Because they don't
Very
help
enlightening.
themselves.
What do we have before us now?
Nobody's going to hold your
Mr. President,
hand
the council may now
for your
vote on
rest of your fucking life.
Motion Blumenfield Jurado to adopt the recommendations of the Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety for items 1 through 5, 8, and 9.
Okay,
as
you want
stated
some
on the
truth
record.
and reality?
Okay,
That's
that-
it.
That is before us? No.
I'm sorry. Mr. Herman, you have been warned. I could actually not hear what the clerk was saying, and he is sitting right next to me. Mr. Chair, he is eligible for removal if you would
Okay.
like. pursuant to
Goodbye,
Rule
Mr.
7, Rule
Herman.
12.
Please remove Mr. Herman. Rule 7, Rule 12. Throw the book at him. Please leave.
Throw the book at him. What a piece of shit you are.
Okay. Officers, please escort this. I don't want to say gentleman. Goodbye. Lovely.
They muted him. That's not me. My hands are right here. That's them muting him so we don't hear what he says.
You're wasting all of our time. Let the record reflect that this person is still yelling and disrupting the meeting. You're wasting all of our time. Please leave, and please don't ever come back.
That's not for you to say.
Please. Let the door hit you on the way out. Now get out.
Is that a threat, Bob?
It hit you on the way out. Goodbye. All right.
Mr. President, for the record, the matter before council at this time is motion Blumenfield Jurado to adopt the recommendations of the Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety for items 1 through 5, 8, and 9 as stated on the record.
Okay. Those items are before us.
You hope
Seeing no
Daniel
speakers
Gus
on the
writes
queue,
about it.
Let's open the roll, close the roll, and tally the votes.
10 ayes.
Okay. And I want to apologize to we have veterans in the audience here who fought for our freedoms to be able to say what we can and do what we, as Americans, the freedoms that we have, and
So then they know that's all
it's
right.
sad to see those freedoms abused the way that they are sometimes in this
So
chamber.
it's only freedom of speech if you
But
deem it
we
freedom
We
of
thank you for your service, and
Got it.
and sorry that one of those freedoms gets exercised in a way that is totally repulsive. But next item.
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 7
That's the fucked
as
up part
amended
about
by
freedom of
motion
speech.
Lee McOsker to confirm the lien and waive the late
There's going to be
and
things
penalty
that's going to be
fees.
said that you ain't going to like sometimes.
Okay, that is now before us. Seeing no speakers on the queue, let's open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
He is repulsive, Beach
Okay,
Bum.
that measure is adopted.
I agree.
Next.
The council may now consider item 17 as amended by motion Lee McOsker to receive and file the application for the public convenience or necessity.
Okay, that is items before us. Seeing no speakers on the queue, let's open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
10 ayes.
Okay, what's before us?
Council has motions for posting and referral.
Okay,
Posted
without
and
objection, those
referred.
are posted and referred. We
The-
will now, go ahead, tell me the desk is clear.
The desk is clear, Mr.
All
President.
right, the desk is clear. I knew it. All right, now we'll move to announcements. Colleagues, any announcements?
Yeah,
Mr.
I
McCosker.
announce we're done for the day.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
I don't want to hear Buckethead and his no-lip having ass or anything else the rest of these fucking communist pigs have to fucking say. We are done with the meeting for today. These communist pigs don't get any more time from me. We're here for the people, not the pigs. Communism is alive and well in L.A. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Communism. Yep, that's it for this week. As far as City Council, of course. We'll be back Tuesday with City Council. Mr. Herman will get to speak again at 10:15 a.m. then. Or an hour after, probably, or more. But we do have 2 shows today, right? So we got another show tonight at 8, which is always fun. Got your cards? Awesome, Moxie. Yeah, I can't believe what's going on with... That's 2 of you guys that got your stuff fucking so fast. Telling me USPS is actually doing their job now? Holy smokes. So, having said that, though, they still lost 2 cards this month. I mean, I only sold, like, I don't know, 261 cards this month, something like that, and they lost 2 of them. I guess I can't expect them all to get there. But I guess that's not a bad ratio, right? It's like less than 2%. So, thank you, Miko. I appreciate you, Miko. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I enjoyed it too. It's always fun to get a little gold in them nar hills from, the regulars. But, shit, yeah. We'll be live tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time, so adjust to your time zone. Other than that, I know it is Friday, so I know that maybe you guys won't be joining us, some of you. So enjoy your Friday and the rest of your weekend, of course. We'll see you guys on the next one. But for the ones who will join me, I'll see you at 8 tonight. I appreciate all the likes, the love, the thumbs ups working there free. I appreciate all the donations as well. Thank you for all that. I will see you guys tonight at 8. I'm going to take care of some eBaying and a few other things. If you're ordering any cards, they'll go out by 2 o'clock today. So other than that, enjoy your weekend. On behalf of Stinks and myself, I'm out of here. Or we are out of here.
This party is officially over.
See you guys. And again.